Welcome to yet another edition of Mastery Monday Live. This is Mahesh Kadam, your spreadsheet coach, welcoming you for yet another Mastery Monday Live. This is a series where every week on Monday at 9 p.m. I go live on Facebook profile to show you how Excel as a part of your spreadsheet can impact your life and can give you that level up in your professional or coaching or business life, any life you want, in your personal life as well. Okay, and on Fridays I come on YouTube where I go deep into the Google Sheet. There is another aspect of spreadsheet where there I go deep and make it more interesting for all of us. Okay, so today's topic is a very important topic, and before getting into that, let me share with you a story which I already shared in the video which I shared just 1 or 2 hours back. Imagine this: you are working on an urgent report. The manager is waiting. You confidently using the VLOOKUP and press enter and send the file. A few hours later, your phone rings. These prices are wrong. What's going on, dude? Your heart races. You check your file. Everything is looks fine. But then you notice you forgot to use something in VLOOKUP. And just like that, imagine a deal worth lakhs is in dangerous situation. Actually happened to a friend of mine while I was working in a corporate, and luckily got the mistake just in time because we were both working in simultaneously on same report. So when he was doing these things, we were just talking to each other, and that's where we got to know that this error has occurred. So luckily in that time he got the mistake and he rectified that before sending a report to our bosses. But not everyone gets so lucky, right? How many of you have been in situations earlier also? If you yes, you can type yes in the comment box. I will be not able to see, but I will see after the live session ends. Yes, but I see a lot of people have made this mistake, including my students. Whenever I take teach students on spreadsheet, I've seen a lot of mistakes they are making there, and that's why they come for training and coaching because they know that these mistakes they cost their time, money, and even their reputations as well. So that's the problem which is facing, and it's not about the VLOOKUP; it's about the every formula you use in spreadsheet. Because I always say there are two pillars of spreadsheet: there is time and efficient. So if you're not able to save your time, either be efficient, and if you're not be efficient, save your time. But if you are both, then damn good, it's damn good. But if not, then you can't do anything. So if such mistakes having costing you time and money and even your reputation, then I have a good news for you. Stay till the end because I will be today sharing with you how a VLOOKUP can use in a better way which can help you a lot. And also a small trick I will show you, which I think some of you might be understanding because this is a level up. Okay, this is not for the beginners as well, but I will touch base some of the basic aspects of beginners as well. Okay, but trust me, you will never look at the VLOOKUP the same again. Okay, that's the condition or that's the promise I share with you. Okay, so let's get on with and let's do the action. And yeah, and before going ahead, there's a small update which I want to share with you. Okay, so the update is that I will be revealing some because I will be showing you something which is okay. So let's start it with yeah. Before that, let's understand what is VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP actually, why I say always the heart of VLOOKUP, because when I started my Excel journey or the spreadsheet journey in 2002, I realized that without lookup, there was no way ahead. Now, due to the advancement of AI, chat GPTs, and a lot of uh, churnings of the formulas and functions have come up, and Microsoft does a lot of things. I have been in touch with some of the developers in Microsoft, like who are the Microsoft certified professionals. Okay, so I've been in the group of them, and I've seen that they because they are like seeing every big software company. What they do is that see they can't be catering to each and every customer. Like Microsoft is a very big company. So what they do, they create a small pool of users and professionals. They train them, they teach them, they give them certifications, and they always ask the feedback from them. What problems you are facing? Let's understand that, and then they develop that idea based on the requirement or whatever the things are that they will do that. That's how the process is, and that's what Apple also does the same thing. So if you see the Apple, the great the June month, if you see the launch of the product, they always get these developers onto the floor. Why? Because they are the ones who have developed this thing. They are the ones who will be going onto the market and hailing out that this is the best phone they have, or this is the best laptop I have in iPhone. Yeah, that's what Microsoft also does the same thing. So every software company in the US are doing, and that's being copied by a lot of companies, and this is not common culture which is being copied by everyone. Okay, so therefore I came to know that there are a lot of things in VLOOKUP, but the major part is always the foundation of lookup is only VLOOKUP. And that's why I say that's the heart of the VLOOKUP. So if you don't understand anything else, if you understand the VLOOKUP, that means you have captured the heart of VLOOKUP. Okay. Uh, able to create heart. So my wife says that I am not able to create heart perfectly. She used to do that. I don't know. I am not an artistic person. Yeah, jokes apart. So, so this is what I wanted to share with you, a small, a practical theory about VLOOKUP. Okay. So let's jump into this thing. So like I said, this session will be a level up session. So for those who are already know VLOOKUP, great. But for the beginners, I will just touch base some of things so that you don't feel this thing, right? So like everybody knows, or the beginners also knows, whenever we put equal to, that means the whole, you are instructing your Excel, you are entering in the formula zone. Okay. Now, if you know the formula, spelling of VLOOKUP is this way. Now, if you know the VLOOKUP formula, great. If you know the word, but if you don't know, no worries. You can go to this function, this thing. You just click on this, and you put V and L also. Even if you put VL, it will show you. Now, why it is showing like this? Remember one thing. Sorry, I clicked on the recommended because recommended is the default option. But when it shows to all, no, you see a lot of functions will come. So obviously, when you are using this particular dialog box, a new, as a new user, you will get this thing. But over the time you're using, like I've been teaching the students for past 7 to 8 years. So this dialog box have got used to these things. Okay, so they know how to use this thing, right? So that is why if you see the lot of things are going on now. This is how we can do that. But let's see how we can analyze this part as well. Oh, sorry. I will just, yeah. Now, now if you see equal to VLOOKUP, if I put, I've just removed myself from the screen so that it can be very clear for you. Okay. Otherwise, it will be like it will be disturbance for all of us, right? So I have equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open. Now, if you see there are 4 to 5 parameters which are there. Obviously, there are 3 parameters which is very important. Now, what is parameter? What is input value? These are the technical terms in the computer language which we speak. Okay. Now, what is the parameter mean? What are the values we are giving to that particular function or formula which they intake? So, like for example, what does an elephant eat? What does you eat as a breakfast, right? So if you eat, you get energy, right? If you get some breakfast, then only you get energy. Otherwise you get sust, you became, right? Or if you don't eat lunch, you became like this. So that's what, right? So you eat something, that was you get the energy. Same in the computer language also, any formula you put, they require something, certain process. Say for example, you eat always egg in the breakfast. So suddenly at one point of time you don't have egg in at home. Now what you will feel? You will feel some craziness, right? So why it is not there? How do I live? How do I survive without egg in breakfast? That's a very big thing, right? So it happens with us, everyone, right? So if you're not getting your favorite, which is being favorite over the time, okay, and suddenly at one point of time you don't get that thing, what would happen? Now it is not with food also. With everything, like if you're buying something or you use to certain brand, and suddenly that brand is out of the stock, what happens? Right? So this is what is happening. So in the formula also, whenever you put the value, it has to be in a certain format and certain way. If you don't putting that, that means the formula will not accept. That's the clear cut rule of any formula function, any spreadsheet, be it Excel, be it Apple numbers, or be it Google Sheets as well. Okay, so I've touched with all the things, the Apple numbers also, Microsoft Excel as well, and Google spreadsheet. So these are the things. So if you look at the lookup value, so lookup value is want which value or which number or which column or which cell value you need to look to do this. Now, the best realist example of VLOOKUP, I can say that now you go back to 80s, 90s. So those are were people from 80s, 90s. You can just raise your hand in the comment box because this example which I will sharing with you will be totally related with you only. Okay. Now imagine a library, offline library. Okay. You're going to a big library. Um and you have like this one Percy kind of thing, and you write something, right? You write your author name and the book name, and you go to that particular librarian and say that, hey ma'am, this is the book and this is the author name. I'm trying to find this, but I'm not able to find. Can you help me to find it? That's all. What she will do, she got all the required details, the author name and the book. Now, if that author has a five or author has authored five or six books, she might be having a different row of books wherein she can find them. But if that author has authored only one book, that will be arranged in a section wise or particular topic wise or whatever the things they have as per the standards of librarians, they will do it. Okay, that's the usual practice we have in librarians. Okay, now when you go that, she will find out and will give it to you. That's how the things are done. Now imagine a situation where you don't have the author name, you only have the book name. Now you will go and you will just see that uh, ki, let's understand that you're going there and you're going and you don't have the author name, you have the book name, and you're going and saying that, ma'am, can you please now that man will be very uh, confused, like how do I find out uh, a book with that author? Now if she is reading that, now that author is very famous, that's one condition, maybe she can find out. Now if that author is not famous, so he has written only rarely one or two books and that's all, he's not available in social media also, he never really comes on media or TV and everywhere, so you don't know anything about that person. So even that information also, the librarian will not have that kind of information. Now what she will do, she has to look that book for a section wise, and they will go with section. Okay, so what you learn from this particular example is that if you have the author name and the book name, you will get the right book at the right time. You're saving the time for the librarian, you're saving yourself as well, and you're getting it. But you don't have the lookup value, it goes to a certain array, a stable array where the information is stored. It will go there, it will search for that, it will look for that value, and against that value, the corresponding value, whatever the column you want, it will give you the result. That's the simple example what I always share with all the students. Okay, so here also I'm sharing the same thing. That is why I've taken a little bit of time for that. Okay, so let's go to this. Okay, now if you see here, lookup value is there. So I will, for example, I have already put here lookup value. uh, I will just, so this is the name, the salary, and the department is there. So I have just put the department and the salary. So if you see the John, Alice, Bob, and sales manager is there, and you want to find the salary of Alice. Okay, now how do you find it? Now, always the common resolution is there. Say, for example, you want to find Alice salary. What is the salary of Alice? So let's see, equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, the lookup value, comma, table array. Table array, you take it from A1 to C4. That means you're taking the range from where you need to find out. Okay, press function and F4. Now, when you press function and F4, that means you are uh, holding that in particular. Now, this references I've shared in one of the Facebook Live as well. So you can go and check out what is this absolute reference and what is the say. This is actually fixing the range. Okay, comma, where the salary is in 2. Okay, then comma. Now, if you see, there is two options, true and false. You are able to see this option. I will just remove my this thing. Yeah, you are able to see that, right? True and false. Here is where the magic happens. And that is why I said that why my friend found out that mistake, because he was in a hurry and he did not put that zero, he just put this way. Now you tell me why this mistake is happening. Does I, if you go back to the book example, right? Does I know, doesn't I have, I had a book name? I had. Doesn't I had that author name? I had. Doesn't the librarian had that book names and authors? Yes, she was also having that. But then why the result was there? Why I did not get the same book which I wanted? Is because here VLOOKUP, when I put, it was not exact the match. So that means when I gave that details to author, that librarian, I would have mentioned author name as only Mahesh and not mentioned as a surname. Now what has happened in that case, Mahesh, you have a lot of Mahesh. So which Mahesh Katravan is there, Mahesh Kamath is there, Mahesh Kumar is there. A lot of people might be there. So whoever authors are there. So how can she find out? The book title also is not unique. It is also same. So she got confused. That's why the here also the VLOOKUP also got confused. So that VLOOKUP does not understand what is hash NA, and that is where the problem has happened. Okay, now if you put 0, let's understand what happens. See, this is a mistake which my friend made while he was working, and that is why I shared in the video as well why that mistake has happened. This is a very common mistake, very unintentionally mistake is happening, and very silly mistake also. So sometimes it costs a lot. Now I have shown you a very small example that doesn't matter to you, but imagine a situation where you be in a situation where you don't have anything else. This problem will be costing a lot. Okay, so this is one of the problem which you find out this thing. Okay, now there's another thing. Now for example, here I've sorted the data. If you see, the salaries have been sorted based on the data has been sorted on the salaries, not on the names or not on the department. It has been sorted on the salary. Imagine if the salary is not sorted and you're not putting the 0, what would happen? Let's see what would happen. So for example, I put this thing. Mm, Again the same error will be coming. Why? Because it is not able to find that particular thing. Okay. Now imagine this thing, you will get this thing. Okay. This is the one of the things which I wanted to show you. Now imagine a situation where you putting a uh, column in between. Immediately your VLOOKUP is gone. Why? In VLOOKUP, any middle, if you put anything, you get a problem a lot, because what is happening in that is that in VLOOKUP, if you see, the problem is in the gap. It has a fixed range. So even if you don't put dollar sign also, it gets fixed in there. So it doesn't matter that if you're going from A to B or left to right and everything. That's the secondary part. The primary part is that you have fixed the range. So you are given the instruction to VLOOKUP that you have to look between A to C only. Now in between you put another column. That means the C range has gone D. So it is like you're telling someone to look at one direction and suddenly you change that direction. So that person is getting petrified, right? He is getting disturbed. Or why this person is telling me to go this way? He told me to go this way and suddenly he told me to go this way. How can I? Because I set my mind. So that's what is happening everywhere, right? So this is how it is happening in the spreadsheet as well. So I shared a common example so that you can understand what I am talking about. Okay, great. Now what will happen is that I will just share the screen. Yeah. So now if you see 0 is there. Now how do we overcome this? There's a very easy way, but yes, we have to use a different formula which is called as a match. Now what is match will do? I have put VLOOKUP. First let's understand what is the VLOOKUP is doing. VLOOKUP is looking the lookup value, that is Alice. Okay. Then the table array is what? 822C4. So 822C4. So I have not taken the header. Okay. Then it gone for match. Okay, match is what it is going column index. I put in the column index. Okay, then I put the salary. I look for the salary because I want a column name. Okay, from there I need to capture this. Now what is happening here? If you see, VLOOKUP will give this range. Okay, but it is matching with the salary column, and then only it will give you the number. So if I put here department, let's see what happens. See, it will give you a 0. Why? Because it is not able to understand exactly what is happening, right? So this is what the problem is. Okay, now here it is salaries and department also we are not taken into account. So let's see if I put department, what happens. Let's see what happens. So if I put D4, mm, okay, and here we will take it as D1. Let's see, see, got me the HR. Now if I put here bracket also, it will give me HR. See, that means even if you're removing here and there and moving everywhere, it doesn't matter. This is a hack which I was talking about. This hack will not be taught anywhere else, because this hack is actually very different type of hack where I am putting combining two functions combined in one particular formula and giving you the result. So it's like a proper brainstorming in this particular formula and giving you that result. Now this will work everywhere, but there's one condition in that you need to see that this formula is closed or not, because a lot of people make the mistake that when they put multiple formulas, that's why I don't go deeper in that. For the beginners, I don't teach this kind of formulas because what is happening that when you miss one of the bracket also, no, it will give you error. And if you don't understand where you need to put this, particular formula, that's where the problem is. Why I put this formula in column index number? The answer lies in the VLOOKUP only. If you see the VLOOKUP, what I wanted in the initial example when I wanted the salary of the of Alice. If you see Alice is this one, the column index is three numbers. So where is this column? Column is in third column, C column. Okay. Now when I put match, it is actually checking this header, the column header, and it's looking for this header. So when it comes across this header, so wherever this header moves, it doesn't matter to them because it knows that it is blocked. Like if you see an horse, uh, in a race course, you have that two these things, right? What is the use of that? Is because when that horse is having that two things, you dare indirectly tell them that you have to reach from start to finish. That the moment that gate is open, it will directly rush towards that. They have to not look left and right, directly go. The same way we look up, when you put this thing, it directly moves into this thing. And that is why if you see the match formula works. So it is actually capturing the department and directly moving here and there. That's the best part of VLOOKUP. And you're here improving the formula of VLOOKUP. So every formula or function in VLOOKUP has a deficiency, has a problem. And that's why there are around 400 to 500 formulas. Why? Because one formula is not working, another formula comes up. Another formula is not working, another formula comes up. So it is actually piling up. So what happens in that process? A person learns a lot of formulas, but then he became jack of all trades. So my advice to my suggestion to all of them who are watching this, let's be we have a lot of things in our mind, right? So let's understand just a few things whichever is useful for you in your particular field or your industry. Just understand those things and get on with. Rest of the things you can improve it whenever you want to do a lot of deeper analysis and everything. But let's make things simpler so that it will be very useful for you to understand. Okay, so this is how the things are working. I will share you another example. Now here if you see, I have taken, okay, uh, just one second, I will just remove, you can just remove this way also. What will happen, automatically the range will change. Okay, then press enter. Now you see here, the product name is there and the product name is there, product ID, and you have the price. Now what will happen in that process? In that process, it will be, okay, there will be, see, this will be the product name and the product and price will be there. Okay, now what will happen? In this process, if you put this one equal to VLOOKUP 103, okay, now I am putting very hard coded. So hard coded means what? I am putting the exact lookup value inside the lookup values value I am putting inside. So you can make it dynamic. Okay, I'm just showing for an example. So if you put 103 and given the range and 3 comma 0 you put, what happens is that hash NA. Why it is giving me hash NA? Because 103 is not there in product ID. Now see the magic. See, it has given me the price of a product of 103, even though that 103 is not there. Why? Because VLOOKUP doesn't understand. So what it does, when it doesn't feel, when it doesn't know what is true or false, what is the exact match or appropriate max, what happens is that it will give you the number which is less than that lookup value, and it will give you. So no matter what happens, it will give you a result, but it will give you a wrong result. Now let's imagine if I put 1, what happens? Okay. So the same result only it will give you. So it's nothing less like difference is there. Okay, so this is how the whole thing will work. Okay, so yes, so this is how the VLOOKUP is working, and hope you have got a lot of ideas of VLOOKUP. This is the simple examples I have shared with you on how the whole the VLOOKUP will work. So Hope you have understood. Do write me in the DMs and we have already done with chat box because it's not option is not there. But yes, if you put it, I will surely after the session I will look into the comments as well. Okay. Now, before I go and before I leave, a very important announcement, and I wanted to share with you. Uh, okay, before that, let me say. So, uh, a few weeks back, when I came back again on Facebook or on social media, actually, I really thought that what more I can do for my people, for my audience who want to learn, make it more simpler for spreadsheet and make it more gamification, make gamify more about learning the things in a very funny way, because I am of that opinion that if you learn the things in funny way, it will remain in the brain. And yes, you have to be serious to do the things, but the way you learn, if it will be a funny way, then it will be very easy, because we are all adults, we are all forgotten to learn to laugh and how to smile. Yes, in our childhood we used to do a lot of things, but in our adulthood we don't know anything. So I wanted to make it combine to those things and wanted to do things, and that's how I came on round of thought of uh, a series of challenges which will come, and it will pile up to one of the main event which will be going on April, before April. Okay, April will be the spreadsheet Rumble Challenge 2025. Okay, now what is why it is called a Rumble Challenge? Why? Because I wanted to make it more competitive and more of combination of Excel and Google Sheets. So I was thinking how to do that, and that's where I thought of doing some kind of Rumble Challenge wherein I will bring up 30 participants in a 2 minute span. Okay, first of all, the two people will be there on Zoom screen. It will be all in Zoom only. In 2 minutes, two people will come in, two members will be coming, and I will be sharing one. I will be throwing them one Excel or Google Sheet question. Now, what happens in that process? They will able to solve, but they will get only 2 minutes to solve. In that 2 minutes, if they can solve, great. But if one person is not able to solve, God, that person is eliminated from the game. So he can be in that Zoom, but we will not be in the meeting room, because I will be putting in a meeting room, where in that meeting room the challenge will happen. Okay, because I have to put the questions which is not shareable to the general public. Okay, so you can join if you want to just see how the challenge is going on and everything. I put that link in the comment box as well. And if you want to join the participant also, you can join the group and let me know so that I can help you. And now why is the benefit of this? The benefit is that you will learn both of the things, spreadsheet, Excel and Google Sheets, and you will be the better person to decide yourself which is good for your business, for your professional life, and whatever you for your industry. Okay, but what are the gifts I'll be sharing with you? The gift is this amazing belt. How do you feel this belt? This is a diamond belt I will be giving to you. But this is only for the first participant who have cleared all the 30 challenges. Okay, right from the start and the goal to the end. Okay, and that person who is last man standing, he or she will be getting this belt. But along with that, he or she will be getting a ticket to another challenge. Okay, now that challenge will be very high stake. Okay, I will be giving a lot of gifts, and that will paid programs and everything. That is one thing. But the second thing is that he will be getting a 45 minutes of one-to-one session with me, where I will go deeper with that particular person to make it easy for them for the spreadsheet. Okay, now this is one of the beautiful this thing, and I will share you with another thing also. Okay, yeah. So I'm a very big WWE fan, and I am getting a lot of inspirations from that particular game. There is a silver belt I'll be giving to the third participant. So I'm not letting go any of the participant. So who are the people, the person who have completed challenge, but yes, they have lost 2 to 3 places. No worries, they will be getting the silver belt. Okay, this is the silver belt. Okay, now and so diamond is there, silver is there, but what about gold? Yes, the gold is coming. Gold is coming in a great manner. I'll show to you how it is coming. Just wait. This is the gold belt which I'll be sharing with you. It's an amazing belt. You will never able to see this belt, and these are the bells which I will be giving to the participants to who will be completed the challenge. The rules are very simple. 30 participants, 2 minutes each. They will be thrown an Excel and a Google sheet. Anyone query will be there. A problem will be there. You have to solve. You have to test your skills of a formula, and this can be for beginners, amateurs, professionals as well. No worries. It's up to you how you solve that. You'll be giving 2 minutes, and even 2 minutes you're not able to solve, you'll be eliminated out of the challenge. So last man standing will be getting a lot of things. It will be amazing session because that person who has completed all the 30 challenges, he will be a master in his own skill, and that person can conquer the whole world of spreadsheet. Because I am sure, because I have developed a lot of formulas, lot of problems to be thrown, and the level will increase. Okay, it will get uh, difficult as you move ahead, but that will be amazing because the more and more the participants, two participants will come and solve the problem. And remember, there's no right or wrong way. Okay, because I want the end result. Ultimate, your boss, your employee, or your company wants the ultimate result. What they want, what the analysis they want. That's all. Even if you use a simple summation, also it doesn't matter to them. They want the ultimate result, right? That's the main agenda of them. So this is what we are expecting. So you can solve the problem anyway. Answer has to be correct. Whatever I got, the answer I will share with you once the challenge completed, and then we will move it. Sounds exciting. This is the first challenge I am doing, and more series of challenges will be coming, which will be again more interesting. How it will be coming and how it will be doing. A lot of things will be there to unwrap. Tomorrow, these bells will be rolled in the social media. Okay, I will be sharing with all the medal images in the images in my social profile as well. So it will be amazing journey. Okay, do watch the recording. Let me know how this VLOOKUP will help you a lot, and let me know if anything else I need to cover in Excel specifically. So I will be coming next Monday at 9 p.m. to help you out. Thank you so much. Till then, do watch and come on Friday at 9 p.m.